What's up, guys? So, decided to start a channel. I see a lot of guys doing it. Follow like the Boosted Boys, PFI Speed, and it's all good. Those guys have a good reputation, and they got sponsors now to do parts. But there's a lot of us out there that don't have the money to put a car together, or the funds. Some of us don't live at home. We got wives, girlfriends, and kids, so I'm gonna take you on a little journey here. Hopefully, this video picks up. If not, it is what it is. But let's start out with my story. So, for the past 5 years, I've been trying to build a car. Um, I did the CRX thing. I went with an EG, and then finally ended up with a coupe actually. So, I had the CRX and it was boosted and it was all that fun, but unfortunately, I had to sell that. Things happen, divorces happen. You got to get rid of stuff. I know you guys out there, you know what I'm talking about. Child support hits, you got to pay that shit. So I wanted to bring a channel out there that nobody's doing. This is, budget builds, man. My car, I call it the Joker. Um, the reason why is just strange shit happens all the time. This car ran for about 2 months and then decided, hey, I'm not going to run anymore. So me and my boy, we pulled the head on it. He finally convinced me to go b20 VTEC. We put the VTEC head on, head gasket. And let me tell you what, we didn't go buy new shit. I know everybody says, oh, buy this new, buy that. I got a donated oil pump. I got a donated water pump. The head studs were donated. You name it. We had a bunch of parts. My boy had a bunch of parts. Shout out to my boy Lewis. Um, we tried to put this car together as cheaply as possible. I have two kids, so I have big dreams and aspirations, but I also have a family to support, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you're trying to save up a little bit of money. Back in the day, $200 was nothing when I was living at home with mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? But $200 is a lot of money now. So, um, but anyway, getting back to the story. So, we got it to run B20 B. Had an issue with it. Fuel pressure regulator was bad. Went to the junkyard, found another one, put it on. That one was bad, so I ordered some shit off Amazon. And I know people laugh, "Oh, you buying shit on Amazon? You buying shit on eBay?" But listen, if I could afford the best one, this car would have nothing but best parts on it. I don't give a shit. But unfortunately, when you don't have the money, you got to find ways to make shit work with the money you have, with the friends you have, with the support you have. And, so took a trip to the junkyard, fuel pressure regulator, no problem. They're all over the place. Um, didn't work. So I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? So I started, up late one night, looking around, seeing it on Amazon, like 25 bucks or something like that. I knew my boy was going to be like, oh man, what the fuck you doing? That's bullshit. But anyway, I bought it at Amazon, and you buy shit and it's cheap, but then you don't realize to get it hooked up to the car, it probably cost me more than the fuel pressure regulator to get all the AN hoses and shit like that. So, $25 part ended up being $150, going back and forth to the hose maker place, getting ends put on, shit made, whatever the case is. Anyway, got it running, the car started up, and drove amazing. Amazing, let me tell you. I was excited. My boy came over. We took it for a drive. We couldn't believe the motor was just insane. It was fast. We brought it back to the house. My boy's like, yo, you need to go B20V. This car feels it. We got a bullshit header on it. I understand that. So I had VTEC heads in the past, but I've always sold them just because shit comes up in the house. You got to get rid of shit. You guys know what I'm talking about. You probably had shit you had to sell and you didn't. Anyway, make a long story short, we got the VTEC head. He gave me his GSR cams. We didn't have cams with the head. Um, we put all this shit together. I went and got an intake manifold gasket from AutoZone. Went and got head gasket from AutoZone. Everybody's like, oh yeah, Felpro sucks. Listen, it don't. It's all, Comedic's good, but unless you're running boost and all motor car, you can run off Velcro gasket before. It's been proven. So, again, budget shit. Trying to get the parts the cheapest way possible. So we put all that shit together. Car starts up the first time. Yes, finally. You know what I'm saying? It was out in the garage. It was outside. We pushed it out of the garage. My boy had to go. We shut the car off. I'm cleaning out the garage and shit, cleaning, sweeping up, and everything like that. Guess what? Car don't start. Have no fucking idea why. The timing was on. I mean, I went through everything: the injectors, the harness, the fuel pump was priming, everything. This car did not want to fucking start. So, what do? Car sat for about 2 more weeks, and then my boy came over. I got a head gasket. I'm like, listen, the head gasket started to leak out the corner. It was like some fluid coming out. So I'm like, listen, we used your old head gasket. We used your old head studs. We thought the gasket was good. Fucking, we're going to have to take the gasket out. Whatever the case is, we changed it. Guess what? Go to change the head gasket. Everything's good. Copper spray that shit. You know, put it on. My boy's torquing the ARP head studs. And I'm watching, and it was like shit, it was like slow motion. I'm watching him turn, and then he's turning again, and I'm waiting for the click, and there's no click. And like I wanted to say, yo, wait a minute, stop. But I didn't. I don't know why. Right after I was about to say stop, the bolt broke. Yep. So that's going to put me behind. But anyway, we tried to tap that shit, and listen, they just don't come out. They don't. I mean, if you break a ARP head studs, they're chromoly, whatever the fuck they are, they don't drill out. So you could go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, wherever you want to go. I'm going to tell you right now, none of that shit's going to work because it was all the way down in the head. And those shits are just like really, really short to get you by. But anyway, let me show you this shit here. So you guys are probably getting bored looking at my face. So this is basically the car. You know, it's a 95 EG. You know, nothing really special about it. You know, did some shit inside. Let me push the seat back. You know, we got the nice high shifter from K-Tune. This car wasn't auto, so I converted it to manual. I've had this car for like a year and a half, basically. Still working on some shit on it. You know, it's not the best, but it's what I could do with the money that I have. So anyway, make a long story short, yeah, block's fucked. I do have another B20 block, and we're in the process, and I'll show you right here. Let me get this hood up. So, this is what we're left with. And I was trying to get the bolt out, and I got something stuck. I was trying to get like a Phillips head, maybe hammer it down in a hole that I thought I drilled, and then we were gonna try to twist it out because it was twisted tight. Well, that don't work. So now, you Honda guys know, we gotta pull the axles. We gotta pull all this shit. Pull the tranny again. Oh yeah, and there's the fuel pressure regulator that I had bought. So anyway, it turned out to be good. But anyway, so, you know, go to the workbench right here. Got another B20. Obviously, we're going to go with, unfortunately, I thought about swapping the pistons and everything over, but I don't think that's a good idea when you can get, you know, a set off eBay, a set of pistons, and all that shit for like a little less than $200. So you need bearings. This block's got to be cleaned up too. It's not, you know, it's not nowhere near ready just to get dropped in. I've had it for a little while. So, but anyway, this is, I'll take you guys on a little journey here. So this is just the first video, kind of like an introduction to what's going on. The reason why I call the car the Joker is every fucking thing that's happened, this car is always broke. It don't matter what I do. It's stupid shit, little shit, now big shit. So, let's see what else. Just, you know, I disassembled this block here the other night, and I'm gonna go ahead and get some pistons and some bearings. We'll clean this block up. You know, I was gonna send it to the machine shop to get hot tanked and all that, but really, again, budget wise, you know, there's plenty of shit out on the market. We can clean these blocks up ourselves. We don't really have to get them sent out. It's up to you. This block didn't have a head gasket issue, so I wasn't worried about it, the deck being fucked up or anything. But anyway, just a little introduction. Hope you guys like what you see in the future, and let me know.